Good afternoon and welcome to today's brief. It's not a news brief, it's actually a fun, exciting brief. And we have Juan Caraza with Baja. Amazing. Welcome, Juan. What are you going to talk to us about?
Hi, Claudia. How are you? Look, I just came back from a trip to the islands in the Sea of Cortez. So today we're going to talk about the Isla Espiritu Santo, which
Great.
actually is my favorite island because it has many things to offer.
Mhm.
And it's a very special place, actually. It's the 12th largest island in Mexico. Um, it was listed as a UNESCO site in 2005. And in the 1800s, like a fun fact, in the 1800s, it was the first pearl farm in the world.
Oh,
Uh, and there's some myths, I don't know if it's a myth or it's reality, that
uh-huh.
the biggest pearl of the Queen Elizabeth's crown comes from La Paz.
That's why
Uh,
she went to La Paz. Uh,
yes,
yeah, because she wanted to know where her pearl came from. Yeah.
exactly. So the first farm was in Espiritu Santo, and actually Espiritu Santo. Some people think that it's one island, but it's two islands.
Oh,
It's Espiritu Santo and it's Isla Partida that are very close by. Almost they are touching, but it's two islands. Actually, there used to be a crater, a volcano crater. So
huh.
the walls of the crater falls down, and that's why now they are two islands.
Mm.
Um, the best way to get there, if you are from Cabo, obviously it's driving to La Paz, 2 hours, and from La Paz you need to take a boat. You can take, a panga from $100 per person, or you can rent a big yacht for whatever,
Right.
20,000, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes around 1 hour to 2 hours. It depends where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going all the way to the colony of the sea lions, it will take like 2.5 hours.
And
And
that's a tour, right? That there's a tour to go swim with the sea lions.
yes, yes, you need to take a tour because it's very regulated.
Hmm.
So if you're going in your own boat, you cannot snorkel with the sea lions. You could go, but you cannot snorkel with sea lions. So you definitely need to take a tour. Um, it's going to depend on the weather. If it's very windy, it will take longer. If it's flat, it will take just like 2 hours maybe. Sometimes you need to check the weather because they can cancel your trip. That's a very important thing to do before you go there.
Hmm.
Just check the wind and the weather because sometimes the port closes and you cannot go. So something to do before you go is to check the weather. Flights from the US to La Paz, there are none yet. There's two coming, supposedly,
Hmm.
hopefully, one from Phoenix and one from Dallas.
Got it.
But if you're in California and you want to go to La Paz, Tijuana is your safest bet. You just cross the bridge from San Diego to Tijuana. You take a direct flight from Tijuana to La Paz.
Yes.
Um, Isla Espiritu Santo is one of those places that have many things to offer. So you have many different beaches. So you can pretty much pick one for yourself. It's that amazing. So you have Playa Bonanza, which is the longest one.
Hmm.
You have Bahía San Gabriel, which is where the pearl farm used to be. Then you have three small islotes or mini islands in
Hmm.
front of the island, which is Gallina, Gallo, and Ballena.
And
And in
pollito.
front
No. Oh, ballena.
Gallo, Pollito, no, Gallina, Gallo, and Ballena. And in front of those mini islands, there's the Gallina Beach, Gallo Beach, and Ballena Beach. All those are really nice for snorkeling. If you like snorkeling, there's very nice snorkeling points. Obviously, you need to check with the captain or the tour guide to know exactly where.
Hmm.
Um, then you have Candelero Bay, which is one of my favorites, and it's one of the most popular ones. In Candelero Bay, there is a very short trekking. If you like hiking, there is a short hiking that you can take if you're into hiking, and there's also very good snorkeling. Then you have El Mesteño, which is a very small bay before Isla Partida.
Mhm.
And maybe that's my favorite. I just spent a night there, and it's very special because it's very small. It's just for one boat. So if you're going to spend the night over there, maybe if you're the first one, you're going to be the only one because there's not a lot of space for other boats. And there is good snorkeling too, and it's a very nice beach, just a small beach. Then the next one is Isla Partida,
Mhm.
which is a very special place. It's a beautiful beach, and when the tide is high, you can cross from one side on the island to the other one. And when it's low tide, you can walk between the islands. So it's very nice. And also there's like a fisherman village over there. And the next one that some people say is the most beautiful one is Ensenada Grande.
Mhm.
In Ensenada Grande, there is a very nice trekking, which is tough because you walk on the arroyo all the way up to some cliffs that the views are spectacular. But it's like a rocky road, you know. So if you don't have good knees, think before you go because it's a good walk. But if
Stay on the
you're
beach. Just stay on the beach.
on
Let
the
the
beach,
people
yes,
go hiking, and you enjoy the beach.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the island, it's the islotes, where you can snorkel with sea lions. It's one of the biggest colonies of sea lions in the Sea of Cortez. And activities you can do in the island, obviously scuba diving, snorkeling with sea lions, kayaking and stand-up paddling, free diving. It's really good for free diving, trekkings, bird watching,
Bird watching.
really good for bird watching,
Yes.
and obviously fishing.
Yes.
And finally, the local tip that I always want to give everyone in El Candelero, there are two sculptures under the water, like big
Oh,
ones. So if you're into free diving or if you like snorkeling and you can go like 8 to 10 meters down, you can see them on the ocean. It's a
wow.
really nice place to go. And also in El Mesteño Bay, there is a tough but very rewarding hiking that goes all the way to the top, and you can see the Mesteño Bay on your right side, and on your left side you will see Isla Partida, which is
Wow.
spectacular. It's
Wow.
spectacular, and there's like a canyon. So that trekking is one of my favorites in Baja so far. It's not very well marked, so you need to be very careful. Take a lot of water. Tell everyone before you go. Take all the precautions because it's not a well marked trekking like the one in Ensenada Grande.
Right.
And that's it. If you go to Isla Espiritu Santo, just respect. Don't take anything from the ocean, and as we say, just leave it better than it was when you go. And
Absolutely.
that's it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Everybody will be preparing their next visit to Isla Espiritu Santo and Isla Partida. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you next week. And until then, have a lovely week.